Hey folks, here we are with another episode of the Crooked Chef, and today we decided to do, some chef talk with one of my good friends, AJ Clayson here. Hey, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm AJ Clayson with Aqua and Aqua's Culinary Corner, and at Aqua AJ, AWQUA on TikTok. Anyway,
we're going to sit here and instead of doing a cooking episode, we're going to sit here and talk about what it's like to be a chef, what it's like to be in the service industry, what it's like to do events, what it's, just the rigmarole that we go through, good times, bad times, horror stories, whatever. So we're just going to sit here and complain about customers, all the screwy things that happen in the kitchen, and just the life that you lead being in the service industry.
There's a million stories that I think any service industry worker has. So. You're currently working a line right now, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. So what's this place like?
It's a brew pub. It's it's pretty nice, but it's in a strip mall, and we get a lot of scary people. We get a lot of Karens. Karens, don't yell at me for using that name, but you kind of did yourself. Just with every other kitchen as well, or every other restaurant, you have a lot of bad times where things are scary,
right,
and stuff like that. So one of my favorite ones is there's one time we have rotisserie chicken. You put it on a spit and you put it in the thing to rotate it. Well, this one dumbass decided not to turn on the motor.
Oh, this is a coworker, not a okay.
Yeah, not a customer. This is a coworker. You decide not to turn on the rotisserie because a rotisserie is supposed to spin the chicken, right?
Oh God.
No, they flamed it up to 350 degrees, stuck the chickens in, didn't turn on the rotisserie. So they were charred on one side, raw on the other. And the kitchen manager actually was just like, "Do you think we can save these? Look, they're black on one side and raw on the other. No, we can't. When I want to throw away the chicken, it's like, we're going to have to." So there's that one. And then there was go ahead if you want to.
No, go ahead.
And then I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the place where I work and stuff like that. But you get some dumbasses on the line who don't know what the hell they're doing. And another great one was we had peaches that we're supposed to use for cobbler and stuff like that. This one they actually didn't have the frozen peaches, so it was like, okay, well we can use some fresh peaches. So chop up the fresh peaches to use for the cobbler. The guy left the pits in and made a peach cobbler with the pits still in the cobbler.
Oh God!
It's like, fruit, right? You're not supposed to eat the seeds. But he was just like, I'll just chop them up. I had another guy one time trying to chop an avocado. Now avocados. Now look, there's a thing that's in hospitals that's called avocado thumb. It's because people don't know how to chop an avocado. What they do is they try to cut through the pit, which is the size of a golf ball and just as hard. So what you do is you get your knife, 45, and rotate it around, peel it apart, take out the pit, You're fine. They try to cut through it. And when they try to cut through the seed, guess what happens?
What? It slips.
Their tip of their finger went off of it as well.
Yep.
And it's like, how do you not know how to cut an avocado?
Oh my God! In culinary, I've actually got a similar story. In culinary school, we had a friend. We always kept our knives super sharp. I mean, the guy that was in charge of kind of teaching us was always very particular, and so we always kept them. I mean, insanely sharp.
Yeah.
We all knew how to do the proper avocado pitting. Just pop it out. But what he liked to do was hold the avocado in his hand with his incredibly sharp knife and do slices like that. Well. He continued to do that for years. What ended up happening is this was a handful of years ago, I guess. He was doing it at his restaurant that he now owns, and he was going like that and went like that. Middle, ring, and pinky.
Oh!
Gone.
Dang! Oh.
He can only count to 2 on one hand. So, I mean, he was always super cocky and full of himself with that kind of stuff. But, man, I could tell you about some coworkers. I mean, especially nowadays, it seems like a line cook, just a regular line cook off the street, everybody knows at least some basic, simple principles, right? Yeah. But they all want that glamorized being the kitchen manager or the head chef or this, you know, the chef de jour or whatever, you know, or de cuisine, excuse me. And so they're always trying to get, up to that next level. And I've had some kids that are just like, I deserve this position. I'm like, okay, earn what? Our intrepid producer is
earn it. Oh, you mean like getting cut your fingers off? Yeah, earn that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, this finger right here, it's gone through hell.
Yeah.
Stitched 4 times.
I apologize, YouTube, but this finger completely off.
You lost sense in that finger.
I don't feel anything from about this knuckle up. I had a small kind of like I kind of seized for a minute while I was prepping a big giant Thanksgiving dinner for like a bunch of homeless people. We were doing it at this big venue, and a bunch
I remember that. Yeah.
a bunch of chef friends of mine and I got together and we created like this awesome dinner. I was chopping vegetables and I looked away for a second and my body kind of seized and I like that. And I went, oh shit. Well, what does the chef do? You wrap
it up.
You wrap it, throw a glove on it, you wash it, you wrap it, you throw a glove on it, and you keep going.
Yeah.
I did. And I slept with it overnight. I'm like, I can't feel my finger, and I'm feeling like a little anemic. So I go to the hospital, and I almost lost it completely. They were actually able to reattach, but it was like a few months in a cast. So that's one of my stories. But
all right, dinner time. In the middle of a dinner rush, chopping salads, doing my thing, and I dropped a towel. Didn't want the towel to hit the floor, so I tried to grab the floor, punched myself right in the dick. I mean, it was like whack. It was like, oh god, oh god. Are you okay, Cody? I just gotta go to the walk-in for a sec. I mean, I was like legit like Mike Tyson punched myself because I was just trying to grab a towel and I just went whack. I was like, oh, ow.
okay, in my early days, I did something similar. It was like this inner thigh right here, but I was trying to pull the plug off of one of the. This was an old school fryer. I was trying to pull the plug off the fryer, and it was stuck, and I'm just like, and it goes, wham, like that. Not only did I hit myself, my entire lower body got covered in oil. I'm just sitting here going, crap, and I'm still just barely new enough. I was like, can I go home to change? They're like, nope, you're here for the rest of the shift. I'm like, shit.
Ow.
I don't know. Hey, okay, I love servers, I do, but holy crap when they mod the shit out of items on a menu and you get this big long ticket and then either that or they want the tip, so it's like what, 5 minutes to close and you've already started some of your close down work.
Oh yeah.
They have no consideration for going, all right, I'm going to ring in everything off the menu, and so basically set you back like, what, another hour and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, there's been another time too. It's like cleaning the fryer, going down. I got it good, but my hand slipped and hit the actual, elements inside the fryer.
Uh-huh.
Like, I was just wiping out with a towel. I drained the oil, everything like that. But those elements still stay hot.
Uh-huh.
And I slipped off one time, and like a hand hit it, and just like, I mean, it actually seared the glove. The vinyl glove to my hand. That was a place that sells cheesecake. That's all I'm going to say. And I mean,
you mean with a menu that reads like the Bible?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And the other thing I love about service too was just like, well, my table ordered this. I just want to get the extra tips. It's like, okay, you're ordering a dessert 20 minutes after close. You know what that means? A, you split the tip with me. And B, they're going to be here for another freaking hour.
Yep.
I hate patio season at a restaurant. I work at a brew pub, and we have a patio. Patio season means people think it's their own personal patio, and they will sit there for an hour and a half after close. It's there's a bar right down the street.
And most managers don't care. They'll say, nope, keep the kitchen open until everybody's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, which is bullcrap. We close at a certain time for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, hey, we're going to do some promotional consideration really quick, and we'll be right back with you.
Today's episode is brought to you by our shop, The Crooked Chef. If you've liked what you've seen and want to support us, visit our shop. Find mugs, aprons, bags, and so much more for the cooks in your life. Every little bit helps. Thanks for watching.
All right, welcome back. We had some promotional consideration there. Now let's talk about customers.
All right.
Oh, they're the best part of working in the restaurant. So anyhow, really quick story. This one actually happened a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
So we had this gal come in. I work at a brew pub, and I can't say it for legal reasons.
Right.
I work at a brew pub, and there was this gal who comes in, moderately attractive, blonde, and stuff like that. But she was just like, just talking everybody's ear off. She went to the bar top, and
I know the
everybody within like 5 minutes of her talking to her was like, yeah, we're just gonna tap out and just cash out. Bye. And she was obviously on something before she came in. I mean, she was like, this is like 4 PM, and she was already hammered on something. And so she was at the bar top, drove everybody away because there's people having conversations like, pretend you and I are having a beer.
Right.
It's like, hey, you see the game and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Oh my God, hey, you guys are cute. Oh my God. I mean, hey, can I talk to you guys? Just like, yeah, we're gonna tab out now. She cleared out the entire bar top. And then she got to a point where she was walking around to different tables,
Oh my God.
trying to talk to people. And the thing is, here in the state of Utah, you can't, in a restaurant, you can't mix and mingle.
Yours is licensed as a restaurant, not a bar.
Restaurant, not a bar.
Utah is a little weird. You
It's
have
a
to be
little weird.
licensed as a bar, not a restaurant, in order to pick up your drink and walk around the room in a restaurant.
And so, anyway, she was cut off by one of the managers.
Okay.
And just like, okay, no, she's done. And she was going around, she drove off, like 7 different people at the bar top. And then she started going around to the tables. And there were like, big ass burly construction workers and cowboys. You're just like, no. And she actually asked me one time, just like, hey, they cut me off. Can you buy me a drink? Now, legally, okay, say if AJ came into the bar, AJ came into our restaurant, he wanted a beer, I can pay for it for him. Because he's my friend.
Because I'm your friend, but also because you're a cook. The bartenders can't do that.
Yeah. But anyway, so she is like, hey, stud. And look, I'm no stud, right? I'm just a dude. You're like, they cut me off. Can you get me a beer? And I'm not gonna mention his name, but the bar manager just like shot me a quick look and was just like, no, honey, I'm sorry. State of Utah says I cannot purchase alcohol while I'm technically on shift. Terribly sorry.
There you go.
And she got 86, but she was one of these people who, oh my God, I ran out of money and I'm so drunk. And hey, can you buy me a beer? They cut me off. They're such
Trying to use her
assholes.
looks and her personality to try and get herself drinks.
Exactly.
I gotta know. I mean, attractive.
She was blonde, attractive, mid-20s.
So could have worked, but
Could have worked, but
annoying. as shit.
but annoying as shit. And it's just like, nah. I mean, technically, if you walked into my job and asked me, hey man, can you buy me a beer? Of course, no problem.
Right.
But this chick is just like, nope. Do not. And she got 86.
Jesus.
And then there's another story is football season.
Okay. This is where it gets
Super Bowl season.
fun.
Dude comes in at 10 in the morning for brunch, like they do, Sunday brunch, and he was watching he would put the football game on, and just like, yeah, go, yeah. And it's like 10 in the morning, it's just like, can we 86 this guy? Now look, I work in a restaurant. It's semi-fine class.
It's like a mid-level. It's like
It's
a mid-level restaurant. Yeah.
And granted, yes, it's in a strip mall. But my God, for God's sakes, it's like, go to a sports bar. We don't deal with this.
It's not actually in the mall though. It's actually on the outside of it. It's kind of its own entity. It's a nice place.
It is.
It's a sit-down place. It's not a dive bar.
It's not a dive bar.
Right.
But it's just like, some of the customers that come in and, just blow me away.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, no, because it's Utah, no, you cannot pick up your drink and walk over to another table. The bartender has to do it for you.
Right.
It's Utah.
Yep.
Accept it. And people get so pissed off about it.
Yep.
But I love the mall employees who come in after their hard shift and sit there and drink their sorrows away and think they can get away with murder. I work here at the mall. It's like, we don't care. You can't do that. What? Don't you have any pride? It's like, yeah, we don't want to get shut down by the DABC. Sorry, man. The DABC are like the Nazis around here, man. It's
Right?
like, if we get our liquor license jerked, we are screwed.
I'm sure they do this in other states, but they send in undercover what we have deemed cubs.
Yeah.
It's underage kids that work for the police department, and
Yeah.
they try and see if they can actually get by with getting a drink or getting even sat inside a bar. And if it's done, you're done. It's
Yeah.
a 3-day suspension and like a $2,500 fine, plus a Class B misdemeanor to whoever perpetrated
Yeah.
the thing. I've got when I was doing a term at a high end cocktail bar. Like most bars are volume.
Yeah.
Shots and beers, and the light mixed cocktails. This was custom craft cocktails, but we still had to be fast about it. Saturday nights here, it's got a nice theme to it. Some of you guys will know what I'm talking about when I say it's built like a speakeasy.
Yeah.
So all the staff is dressed in like 1920s, 1930s garb. It's awesome to work there. It's so much fun. But on Saturdays, it turns into a real club. Like 17 people deep at the well, where I'm just mixing whatever I can, but we're still doing these craft cocktails. Ones that take 2-3 minutes to do.
Yeah.
Well, these two guys walk up. Again, we're not a dive bar. These two guys walk up and they're like, yeah, 2 Jaeger bombs. So I'm looking through, and it was like my first week or two, and I'm going, no, we don't have Jaeger bombs. So I just said, okay. So I charge them for a can of Red Bull and a shot of Jaeger each in order to create these. It's simple. It's a shot of Jaeger dropped inside of a glass of Red Bull.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. Well, I just figured they'd expect the cost. It was an $18 shot because it's $9 for the Red Bull and $9 for the shot of Jaeger.
Yeah.
And because we're a high-end establishment,
Yeah,
we don't do those. I don't want to call them garbage shots because I do one right now. They're I like them, but
The thing is, you also have to pay rent.
Right.
There's a reason why.
Right.
There's a reason why.
But Jaeger and Red Bull can be cheap. There are reasons that dive bars do them at like $3 a shot because it gets them out the door. Anyway, they ordered 5. They ordered 5 over the course of the next hour. They were fine. They weren't getting like shit faced or whatever. But they come back and they say, "Yeah, can we get our check?" And I'm like, "Yeah, here you go." And it's like over $100. And these guys are like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you have like 5 Jaeger bombs." And they said it shouldn't be that high. There's a bar right down the street that'll do them for like $3. I'm like, then go there. But you still need to cash out for this.
Yes.
They complain to the manager, and the manager comes up and says, "What's the problem?" And I explained it to them. They explained it to the manager, and he just laughed. He goes, "Deal with it," and walks back into his office where he spent most nights. And I said, "Sorry guys, this is our prices. We don't generally serve Jaeger, and we have it on." Yeah. Anyway, that one was funny. There's this other one. I was working front of house for a buddy of mine. He owned the restaurant. He was also the head chef, and I come upon this table. This guy's totally trying to impress his date, like he knows everything about the menu, and I'm surprised he didn't try and use that. Oh, I know the owner, so this is on him, type of thing. But he goes, "I'd like to get the chicken piccata." And I said, "Okay, great, great order." He goes, "Can I get that medium rare?" I'm sorry, what?
Chicken medium rare.
"It's chicken, sir." He goes, "I know, and I know how I like my chicken. I always get it medium rare." I went, "Oh, hold on a second. You can't do that, sir. It's gonna make you sick. You could die." And he says, "The customer is always right." I'm like, "Fine." So I walk back to my buddy and tell him who's the chef, and he goes, "Let him do it. Let him do it. I want to see him get sick."
If they die, they die.
Right. It's the funniest damn thing ever.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, again with asshole customers, we're a brew pub where I work,
Right.
And they come in and it's just like, "Yeah, can I get a pina colada?" It's like, we don't own a blender. It's like if you want to use like the, I mean,
You can use the immersion blender.
I mean, technically we could do it if you have like the Robogoo, you know? You know, we can do it, but it's gonna taste like bacon. You know?
Jesus Christ.
I just love the customers that come in and it's like,
Entitled.
yeah, I want a pina colada. It's like, we're not that type of bar.
We're not.
I want that pina colada.
I've been to your place a few
Yeah.
times, and it's not a cocktail bar. You've got cocktails, but it's
Yeah, we
not
do.
not a cocktail bar. It's beer and good custom quality food.
Yeah, thank you.
know.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, but
But yeah, and the same thing too. It's like, you know, some hipster dude coming in just like, hey man, can I get a turkey burger, medium rare? It's like, that will kill you. It needs to be served to a certain temperature. 145 for chicken or poultry is not up to 10. But if you want it, fine.
What about these customers that they say they're insanely allergic to gluten, and they're like, everything has to be prepped separately, everything has to be, you know, on the food, and then they continue to drink glass after glass of beer, which is just loaded with gluten.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, so it's not that serious of an allergy, right? Interesting.
Yeah.
Or the hardcore vegans that eat what? Oh God, what was it? It was a tiramisu. There's cream in it, you know.
Yeah.
On some versions of a tiramisu and eggs.
Oh, there was one time. It's like when I was working at a different restaurant downtown. It's like they said, yeah, I want the pasta penne, but I can't have penne because I'm allergic to it. Can I get fettuccine? And it says like, so you're allergic to a shape. You're allergic to it too. Okay, whatever.
I'm sorry. I haven't heard that one before.
You're allergic to a shape. Okay, good to know. Anyway, folks, this has been the Crooked Chef with my good buddy AJ Clayson, and I hope to do more of these. These seem like fun.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. Oh my God, this was fun.
Anyhow,
Go ahead.
we'll do this again. Thanks, folks, for reading. And remember, folks, keep your knife sharp and your pans hot.
Please don't die.